All right. Hi class, I'm Miss Carlson, and today we're learning the flute. Can you say flute?
Flute.
Very good. Okay, so first of all, I'm going to state our objectives, and I'm going to have you repeat them back to me, okay? So first, we're going to learn how to assemble the three parts of the flute with proper alignment. Say that back.
We're going to learn to assemble the three parts of the flute with proper alignment.
Very good. Second, we're going to correctly place our fingers on the flute so our hand position sets us up for success.
We're going to correctly place our fingers on the flute so our hand position sets us up for success.
Very good. And then we're going to learn how to form a proper flute embouchure with our mouths and create a quality sound.
We're going to learn how to form a proper flute embouchure with our mouths and create a quality sound.
A little more excited, Caleb. And we are going to play Au clair de la lune with proper fingerings, embouchure, and air support.
And we're going to play Au clair de la lune with proper
Sure.
fingerings and air support.
Close enough. All right. Good job. So, first of all, I want you guys to set your cases on the ground in front of you. Very good. Now open them by opening the clasps and lisping while lifting the lids. Okay. So, let me grab my case to show you where the parts would be. So first of all, I want you to look at the long piece in the front. Okay, can you pick that up? No, almost got it. There you go. So that is called the head joint. Can you say head joint?
Head joint.
And it goes to the top of our flute. Okay? So we're going to just use the head joint to start learning how to make an embouchure. So I want you to look at how I place this and then mimic me, okay? Good. Okay. So what you want to think about is this is called the tone hole. And you want to think about having this centered in your lips, okay? In the middle of your lips. Yeah, if you want to, you can kind of place it like this so that the tone hole is on your lips so you can feel it and then roll it down. And this plate should sit in the curved part of your chin underneath your lips, okay? That's good. All right. So now you can take that down. Now to form an embouchure, we're going to say poo. Can you say poo?
Poo.
Good. Say it one more time.
Poo.
All right. Now the next time you say it, I want you to hold your lips where they stay after you're done saying poo. So go poo.
Poo.
Okay. Good. So do you feel how your lips are only a little bit open in the middle? All right. So put your head joint back like it was. Say poo.
Poo.
And then I want you to blow air across the head joint with the poo-shaped embouchure. Ready? Poo. You do it on your own time. Good. There you go. Caleb? Can you do it one more time? Okay. So it looks like, first of all, your head joint's a little bit rolled in. You want to make sure that you're blowing across the tone hole. So try again. Okay, and now you're a little bit off to the side. You overcorrected a little bit. There you go. Now try. Okay, so another thing we want to think about when we form our embouchure is having a pretty small opening. Like if I had coffee straws with me, what I would do is I would have you blow into them and then pull them out, and that should be how small your opening is. So it's much smaller than we think it is. Because we see this tone hole and we're like, oh, about that size. But no, it's really much smaller. So let's try that again and think about blowing like a laser beam of air, making your airstream as small as you can, but still a lot of air. Try again. There you go. Do you feel the difference there?
A lot.
Okay, good. Now, let's see here. That makes a lot of sense. You guys did a good job. Okay, now, let's get the body of the flute out. Can you guess which one that is? Yes, the long one. So we're going to assemble the head joint and the body. And what I want you to do when you think about this is you see this first key on the flute? You want that to align with the tone hole. And you're going to put this in by making sure you put it in really straight, don't tilt it, and then gently twist it into place. And it doesn't have to go all the way in, but you want it to be most of the way in. You just want to make sure that your tone hole and your first key align. Can I see your alignment? Can you put your flutes up like this when you're done? Good, very good. Yes, good job. So, how do you remember the alignment of the head joint and the body?
They match with the key right here in the
Yeah,
first key.
very good. All right, now, to put the foot on, which is the last joint, you take your foots out of your cases. Your foots, perhaps your feet, I don't know. Now we're gonna do the same type of thing to put the foot on the body. You're gonna put it straight on, gently twist, but the alignment for this one is a little strange. So this is the rod of the foot, and you're gonna want that to align with the bottom, with the middle of the bottom key. Again, can you show me your alignment when you're done? Very good. Here, try to twist it a little more in. It can be kind of stubborn. Let me see. Yeah, sometimes if they've been twisted a little bit, it can be hard to get it in all the way. So, there we go. Just takes a little bit of wiggling. All right. So how do you remember how to put the foot along the body? Caleb?
The rod thingy with the middle of the key.
Yes, very good, very good. Now, do you guys remember how I was holding the flute when I played? Okay, let's take one step back. This will be easier once you know fingers. So the way you place your fingers on the flute is a little bit strange, okay? So your first finger is going to go on this small key, not the big round one. And then your two fingers after that are going on these two before this pinky key, right? So 1, 2, 3. Can I adjust your fingers? Right there. Good, good. There you go. And then your thumb rests right here on the big part of this thumb key. Okay? And then in your right hand, your fingers rest on the last 3 big keys of the body and the small pinky key on the foot. And then your thumb just rests underneath. And then a really important part of the flute is that you want the body of the flute right here where it's rubbed off. It might not be rubbed off on yours, but to sit like right in the cradle between your knuckle and your first knuckle of that pointer finger so that you have support there. Okay? Can you show me your finger position? Good, good. Very good. Okay, now that you know where the fingers go, I want you to think about just pressing, having your fingers on the keys with like the very soft part of your finger, called the pad of your finger, okay? And that way your fingers stay nice and curved so that they can be agile when you're playing. Caleb, can you show me? All right, so can you do like I do and set just the tips of your fingers on the keys? That's much better. Okay, now, can you remember the way I held the flute when I played? Connor, that's pretty good. One thing to think about is you want the flute to stay parallel to the ground when you play, right? All right, so Caleb, it seems like you're struggling with fingers a little bit when it's up, right? It's a little bit different to hold it out here because then you can't look at what your fingers are doing. So I like to start and make sure all my fingers are in the right place and then just move it out. Show me your best flute posture. Good, and make sure we're sitting up very straight in our chairs. Good. Okay. That makes a lot of sense. You guys can set it down. So, excuse me. So, a couple things to think about. You are doing it right, but if you are playing the flute and you see someone doing this, that can be really tense. It's hard to make good sound. And also, you don't want to have like big wings, right? And then, again, keep it parallel to the ground and make sure you're not going to the flute or having the flute push you back. You want to bring the flute to you, okay? So now that you guys know all that, let's start playing some notes. Can you hold your flute in the proper position, but just press the first 3 fingers in your left hand. So I'm going to play that note, and then I want you to try to play it back, okay? Sorry, you also need to press down the pinky key in your right hand. You play that note? I forgot. Also, your thumb key needs to be pressed down. My apologies. Can you try that again? embouchure, you want it to stay very small, okay? Try that again, and just thumb, 1, 2, 3, and your pinky. Here, show me where your fingers are sitting. All right, your fingers should be sitting on this key.
Oh.
And then make sure you're only pressing down that part of the flute. Try it. Let me double check that one. We might just be playing an opera. All right, we can play it in that octave. The lower octave can be kind of hard. When I'm playing the lower octave, you play with a little bit of a slower airstream, but it's still with pressure. Can you try that? All right, we'll do the upper one. Just play it again until you can get that same sound you did before. Good. Very good. Caleb, can you show me your key? Good. Okay, so now to play the next note in the piece, we're just going to take up our third finger, okay? So we're just having 1, 2 with the thumb and the pinky, okay? Now are you getting the lower one?
Yeah.
So let's address this. So the tricky thing about flute, let's take our head joints off, okay? The tricky thing about flute is it kind of, you can set your flutes gently on the floor if you'd like, to make sure it's not sitting on the keys. The thing about flute is that we don't have like partials, like a brass instrument, right? We can't just adjust our lips. So you can play multiple different notes with just different air speeds. Right? So can you do that for me? Can you just put your head joint up and just play it open? You feel how the air feels a little different that you're blowing? And then blow really fast to try to get this note. Good. So a couple things to think about. When you're playing higher notes on the flute, you're going to aim your air up, like with your lips. So if you're thinking regularly on this note, just straight across, and then on the upper note, up, and then on the lower note, down, okay? So let's put these back on the flute. And let's try to play that lower G. And when you play that lower G, let's think about what we did to play the lower note on the head joint, okay? Let's try the A again and see if you can get the lower A, okay? Connor, make sure your embouchure stays small. Your aperture. Okay. And then can we try play that A and then go down to G? So that's a hard note, right? And then the other note of this song is a B, and that's just your first finger. So same air, same pinky and thumb and first finger, and can you play a B? Oh, you're not pressing down your pinky, right? Remember the first pinky key. See? So it's kind of just like you have to feel where it sits, right? And with the lower range especially, it might feel like you need to put less air across the flute because it's going a little bit slower, but you actually need more. So let's just try to do that. Let's just try to play B, A, G, okay? Can I get you guys to do that? Let's start on B. I think you might be getting the higher note because again your tone holes rolled a little bit in and I can make notes go higher. So if you, here, try it like this. Try again with it up and then roll it down to below your lip. That looks good. Now try. Good, good. There you go, yeah. Can you try to play that again for me? I'm going to watch for you. Okay, so it looks like, can I try to play to see, just make sure you got the whole time. So what I'm doing to make that note come out again is aiming my air down into the tone hole, okay? I'm going to try it one more time. Okay. Okay, so for now, let's just play in the upper octave. That's totally okay. One thing to think about is take bigger breaths in. So when we play flute, we lose a lot of air because we're blowing it across this hole. So like at least 50% of the air that we're blowing into the instrument is just completely lost. So it takes a lot more air than we think it does. So let's do that same thing again, an octave up, right? Where you guys are getting the sound to come out. So.
I don't know what's going on.
You've got all the keys down?
Yeah.
Can you try it one more time on the upper octave? Okay. I think we'll talk that up to the instrument. It seems like you're doing everything right. Have you got your thumb down? Mm-hmm. Okay. Oh, I think I see. I think you might be pressing this pinky key down.
Oh. Oh.
Now try. Can you remember where we placed our fingers? There you go. It's okay. Do the lower one, do the lower one. That's very strange. You're pressing the thumb. Okay, let's pause for a second. I want you to look at your finger position again, Connor, and make sure that your fingers are staying curved in your left hand as well. You're kind of compressing down. So let's just do this one more time, okay? Let's all just play B together, the high B. Remember to keep your the aperture of your arm too small.
Okay.
A little bit. Did you get it there? Okay, cool. So now I only have one copy of this music, so I'm just going to play you the first bar, and you're going to play it back to me, so on until we know the piece, okay?
All right.
So the first bar goes like this. It's in 4/4. So we go. Let's take it a little bit slower. Sorry. You tried it? Yeah, and you guys are doing a very good job articulating, even though I didn't even tell you how, right? So you're kind of just saying like, loo, loo, loo when you play, right? Like, right? Okay, so now I'm going to play the next part. Now, can you play those two bars back to back? So in the second bar, those are half notes, okay? I wasn't very clear about that. Now, the third bar, I'll play and then you play. Where are your fingers? Remember? There you go. Let's try that. Let's try that one again. I'll play with you. Ready? Good. And then the last one just goes like this. For a whole note. Very good. Can you play all four of those in a row?
Maybe.
You can certainly try, right?
Yes.
All right, go ahead. About this tune is you just do that again, and that's the whole thing. So let's try to play through the whole thing. So we do what we just did twice, right? I'll play with you. Ready? 1, 2. My fault. Sorry. Ready? Do that on your own. I'm going to listen.
Yes.
All right. 1, 2, 3, 4. So I'm going to give you guys the music so that makes one thing less complicated, and I'd like you to do that again. So it's just right here, and I'm assuming you can all read treble clef. Okay. Let's do that one more time, and I'm going to watch your fingers, okay? 1, 2, 3, 4. Slower. Connor, you seem to be a little bit confused.
I'm fine.
Are you sure?
Yes.
Because we can go over it. Okay.
I'm realizing what I did wrong.
Okay. Let's start it again. We'll go a little bit slower. And breathe when you need to, okay? 1, 2, 3, 4. Hold on. So I think what you're doing when you're playing is you're trying to grip the flute for a little bit more stability, and then you're putting down other fingers.
Okay.
So let me show you what's happening. Like, I think that you have all of these right, but then you're like putting down this one, so you're like, or. So try to make sure that these fingers are just sitting on top of the keys, okay? We're going to do it one more time. 1, 2, 3, 4. All right, so next time we meet, we'll be looking at Mary Had a Little Lamb, which is all the same notes, but just some different rhythms and patterns. So thank you for being such a good class.